Hey, is that Charlie Rose? Hey, how you doing, man? Alex Jones.
Hey, Alex Jones.
Can you spend 2 minutes with us?
Yes, 2
Well,
minutes.
I tell you, man, you have, I love your roundtable discussions.
Yeah, thank you.
Those are so original.
Thank you very much. It's fun to do it.
Do you think Trump's going to win?
I have no idea.
What's your gut tell you? You're a smart guy.
Well, my gut tells me that he could make it into a very competitive race.
How do you do 2-3 shows a day? I know you're one of the hardest working guys in radio and TV. I don't know how you do it.
Hey, I love it. I'm passionate about it. I take care of myself. I get several naps a day. Stay in shape. I love the work, and it overlaps.
Look, I would interview Peter Thiel. I don't think people that go to Bilderberg are bad overall. I think some of the secret agendas and shadow government are bad. Have you been to Bilderberg?
Yes.
And was it?
Not in a while, though. Not in a while.
I mean, is it overblown?
I think so.
Do you think it's just kind of something left over from kind of the Cold War?
I don't know.
Well, you talked about Bilderberg. It's no big deal.
No.
I mean, he's a big media guy. We love talking to him.
Yeah.
Look at this big crowd here, your fans. Well, listen, who are you supporting for president?
First of all, I don't go out talking about who I support to you or to anyone else. I'm registered as an independent.
Let me ask you this question. What do you think about U.S.-Russian relations?
Depends on who you talk to, doesn't it? You talk to John Kerry, he's trying to get them to do something together. You talk to other people, they're worried about what's going on in Syria, and they're worried about Putin. So
exactly. Why isn't it more congruent? Because usually in U.S. policy, you'd hear kind of a policy. It seems like there's a bunch of different policies.
Well, I mean, the administration is trying to have a relationship. Apparent to me, they're trying to have a relationship with Syria, with Russia, in order to do something about Syria. They need Russia because of the relationship with Assad, and Assad's gained some because of the Russian presence is stronger. Those 51 diplomats were complaining about U.S. not having enough leverage.
Well, thanks for the time. I appreciate it.
I like your style.
Hey, well, I appreciate not being too scared to talk to us. Most people would be. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Now, he was not a coward. He talked to us, and I appreciate that, even though his staff freaked out like Count Dracula had just attacked. Hey, Mr. Gerger, can we talk to you for a second?
Where are you from?
I'm Alex Jones. I have a TV show in Austin. I make documentaries. Just a few questions about the convention.
Yeah, well, is there a camera, or are you?
Yeah, right there, just about. Yeah, but I just want to get your permission first. Here.
Okay, it's local. I've got.
No, I understand. Just about a minute or two.
Okay, great.
We're talking to David Gergen, and he has advised several presidents, and of course has written quite a few books, and is I would call you a political pundit or researcher.
Commentary at Over the Hill, whatever.
Okay. How long have you been in New York?
About 4 hours.
What do you think of this circus?
Well, I haven't seen all the protests yet, but I've never seen as much security for a convention as we have here. And it's, the city's almost closed down. I think it's remarkable. I think it's an unfortunate turn for politics that we have to have this many police around.
There's been a lot of news articles and reports saying that there's a heightened risk of terror attacks. Do you think that's? Do you think there's a chance of that, or comments?
Well, listen, they just arrested, I think, or broken up some plot allegedly to somebody wanted to blow up subways. Yeah, I think it's a very real danger, and you've got Madison Square Garden is sitting right, basically on top of a train station, and Boston Convention was right on top of a train station. Yeah, I just have to remember that trains are very accessible, vulnerable. And that's what happened in Spain. They went after trains and they blew some trains up, and it wasn't very expensive. So I think there's that danger, but I think the police are on top of it. They're treating this as a special security event, which means there's not only the obvious police around, but believe me, there's a lot of private stuff going on here.
Okay, one last question. I read a Washington Times article many years ago where you had a comment about the organization, and then now it's been in the Wall Street Journal, it's been in a lot of different newspapers, and that's the Bohemian Grove. And back in, 1996, when you joined as a Clinton advisor, the Republicans were criticizing you, what about Bohemian Grove? And then you countered them by saying, hey, I don't run around in the woods naked. What did that mean? Here is the before-mentioned Washington Times article where he said, I didn't run around naked like they do.
I don't know what quote you're referring to. I'm not aware of any quote like that. Listen, I am a happy member of the Bohemian Grove. I like the folks who come there, and it's really inappropriate for me to talk about the group beyond that. Thank you.
Have you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Great owl of Bohemia, we thank thee for thy adjuration.
you been there for the ceremony with the cremation of care?
Frankly, I don't think that's something I need to talk to you about.
Really?
That's right.
Well, I'm Alex Jones, and I snuck in there in 2000. I'm the guy that blew it wide open and got the video. It's been on national TV.
Well, I disrespect you for that.
You do?
I do.
But it's a lot of big public officials going in there. Don't we deserve to know?
You took I don't know anything about you, and I don't know anything about your film. But if you go in there with an understanding, you violated that understanding by releasing that film, and I don't respect you for that.
Really? But we have public officials.
I'm sorry. You took an understanding when you went in there that you would not do that film. And did you have an understanding when you went in there?
No.
Did you crash it?
Yes.
Yeah, and it has no trespassing signs there too, doesn't it?
No, they put them up after.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
just walked in.
I'm sorry, sir. I've been there before. I know what the circumstances are, and I'm sorry you violated the understandings. That was not a gentlemanly thing to do.
But what about the ritual? Is the ritual genuinely?
Sir, everything. I don't owe you this comment.
I know. I appreciate it.
This is what's called ambush journalism, and I disrespect you for that as well. So thank you
ever
and goodbye.
been in the ritual?
That's none of your damn business.
Oh.
That's right. Listen. You go around and make understandings with people and violate them. You ambush people on the streets, and that's inappropriate form of journalism. If you wish to practice that, that's fine, but don't ask others to respect you for it. If you want to, you can do. You're free American, like anything you want. If you want to be uncivil and rude and ungentlemanly, that's up to you. But don't expect the rest of us to say, "Oh well, you're
there, Mr. Gergen."
I'm sorry, nobody sets policy in there. We try to be gentlemen, and obviously, you don't belong there.
Weaving spiders coming out here. Yeah, that is a 3-pointer. Woo! Boy, I hit the hot button. Mr. Gergen, have a wonderful life. Say hi to Moloch for me, Canaanite deity, and I'll see you at Eyes Wide Shut, baby. Bye-bye. Get his face, get his face, get his face. Get his face, get in there and get his face. David Gergen. Queen Beatrix goes. And now her son, who's going to be the king, is going to be here. An absolute cesspit of globalist turds that live off our tax money. That's why their entire world is built on taxpayers. It is disgusting. Utterly, absolutely disgusting at every level. They're doing a security sweep right now for the mafia that's going to be here. And the mafia does not want you to know that they're meeting here. You know, they're lobbying to get your pension funds. I'm not kidding. Just when they take them, just enjoy it. I mean, just like Greece. No amount of squeezing the slaves will get you the money.
It's true.
I am here to report to you that your Queen of the Netherlands, whose Nazi father founded this event, will be arriving. And police officers, the local constabulary, will be required to groom her stool.
She retired.
They just want family.
She knew the ship was going to hit the fan. She's put her son in.
That's right, little Kingy's going to be here.
She would have been here.
She's going to pass the baton.
She knew it.
Anyways, how are you guys doing today? You guys want me to go back into a UK accent? A British, I can do it for you.
Please do.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for all that you've done here
That's the
today.
British Queen.
It is time to kneel before the royal globalist and thank them for allowing the taxpayers of the UK to pay for the police presence in the millions and millions of pounds. You can be assured that you will be bankrupted in further endeavors as we worked under Agenda 21 to shut down your infrastructure and only allow our operations to operate. You can be assured that if you wish to be in a centralized, crony-fascist capitalist system, utilizing socialism at the grassroots to control and domesticate the population, that you have come to the right place. Yes, and there will be none of the absurdity lost on the public that organized criminals who have been indicted for criminal lobbying of Bilderberg will be protected protected from scrutiny during one of the largest scandals in UK history in the Parliament, dealing with bribery scandals centering around illegal lobbying. So rest assured, the global mafia will be protected from media scrutiny while they rape your entire future.
You got a couple smiles in here.
Please continue on. Please continue on. And again, we should all thank Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands. May we all
when we achieve heavenly vestige instantly and continually instead of 40 virgins, we will be able to groom the stool of not only Queen Elizabeth II, but of Queen Beatrix eternally, forever, ladies and gentlemen. And if you don't know what grooming the stool is, you don't understand the finer points of heavenly liqueur, heavenly kingdom. You don't pass through the pearly gates, ladies and gentlemen, once you achieve heaven.
You got this guy laughing, smiling. Other guys are trying to hold in their smiles, but they shouldn't. But how does it feel being on the police channel here, being recorded? I mean, that's just...
I love it. Of course, they monitor us as well. They know I've said I'm coming down here. Here we are in America. No, they'd rather corner American citizens and turn this slowly into North Korea, intimidating each person, having a chilling effect on people. By the way, if you really believe all this terrorism crud, you could drive by here all day and videotape. You could go to Google Earth and look down into their back courtyard. You could go to Street View and other services and see everything right here. No, it's about coming out to her and saying, hey, you're not in America anymore. You don't come here and you don't videotape. You're God, you're king. You're supposed to kneel down and beg the federal government to take all of your liberties. That's what you're supposed to do. It's unbelievable what this country's turned into and how the federal government, run by foreign banks, thinks it can intimidate the press in this country. Well, that's over. Because the spirit of 1776 is rising worldwide. Now, your security crew came out here and told my reporter and my photographer that she wasn't in America anymore, that she was in North Korea, and that she could be disappeared if she dare come here and show this facility. How dare you tell people it's illegal to film your cancer centers, to film your foreign banker occupation command centers? And I, for one, am not going to stand here idle while you tell us that we don't have a First Amendment, and while you lie. The federal government is run by foreign banks. The federal government ships in the narcotics. The federal government runs the white slavery and child kidnapping rings. All you are is a collection agency for private banks. Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, J.P. Morgan Chase, crime syndicate. The so-called president shipped guns into Mexico to blame the Second Amendment. We are sick of it. We know the truth, and we know you're spying on us illegally. And because you know you're committing crimes, the wicked flee when none pursue. And so we are here telling you now, don't you ever try to intimidate women and children and tell them that they don't have a First Amendment. You are attempting to convert our country into an open tyranny. And on behalf of the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and all of our veterans that fought and died for supposed freedom, I issue you now on video a cease and desist. We know your controller staged 9/11. We know you work for narcotics traffickers and money launderers. Do not be on the wrong side of history. The answer to your 1984 tyranny is 1776. You are Al-Qaeda. This building is Al-Qaeda. On record. And there are the federal marshals and FBI, and they're peering down on us. It was a federal marshal sent me the Homeland Security report where you say returning veterans are the #1 terrorist along with gun owners. So I know you're not all bad, but to your controllers, they are bad, and we're calling them out. I wanted you to come out here today in your drama queen garbage and act all put out and act like we're criminals and act like we're bad and act like we're dirty.
so that I could show people how ridiculous it is and show them news articles admitting you run Al-Qaeda, you ran them in 1980, you ran them in 2001, and you run them right now. And your own FBI Deputy Director O'Neill said that before he was killed. So you're not all bad, but we need to see more of you speak out. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? I'm Alex Jones.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, she was here last week just getting shots around the city for my magazine, one of my reporters, and you guys told her it's illegal to film your federal building.
Really?
Yeah. Was it, come on over here, Molly. Was it one of these guys?
No, he was not in security uniform. Just a
But he came
regular
out of that
guy
door?
with a business suit, yes.
Oh, it's a business suit?
Yes,
Okay.
but then he went back into the building.
Is that one of the
About-
federal marshals or one of the FBI guys?
If they're in a suit, I mean, it could have been one of the marshals, but it could have been, one
Yeah,
of
well,
the
we just wanted to tell you, and we can email it to you if you'd like. The Supreme Court's ruled. There's been hundreds of state rulings. You can film federal buildings, NSA buildings, TSA, as long as you don't interfere with the internal operations of it. And it's called the First Amendment. Like in North Korea, they come and arrest you if you film a building. And last time I heard, I'm not in North Korea.
Right. Well, I'm actually a listener, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You might get in trouble saying that, buddy. Well, listen, I know there's a lot of good people because I've had federal marshals give us, great tips on things.
Yeah.
My issue is a guy came out in a suit. She didn't even know this was a federal building. We said, go get some shots of the Capitol, get some shots of, cameras and stuff. And she's over here, well, finally, a shot for a Big Brother issue. And they come out and say, hey, you look shady, we can arrest you. And so I said, you know what, we're going to come here because if we don't defend the First Amendment, we're going to lose it. We're going to attack women, that's bullshit.
I'm with him. So go out that way. Sorry, go. So keep right.
You people want to attack women, do it to us! Bunch of goddamn cowards! Fuck you!
Put him on the other side of the line.
I tell you, there's a bunch of scum attacking women. These people are trash.
I know, sir. We're trying to calm things down, okay? Trying to calm things down.
This is who George Soros' people are. A bunch of mentally ill scum attacking women. We weren't even looking for this. We're down there on the street.
We're trying to keep things calm down, not complain things. Kind of work with this.
And I'm just sick of these people. They are just the most cowardly, dumbass people. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Hey, we're not shipping any drugs like you guys do. No. I'm Alex Jones. We already shot a YouTube video. This isn't Fast and Furious. I don't deal narcotics like the Border Patrol and Obama and the ATF and all you guys. I just took my family to the beach again.
Okay, that's fantastic. I still need to verify everyone's citizenship.
Well, that's fine. We'll get out of the car, but I'm not going to have you guys violate my Fourth Amendment.
Nobody's going to violate your rights.
Yeah, you just want to run that dog in here. I'm going to sue you for it. You go ahead and do what you're going to do. I'm going to need your name. I'm going to need everything. I'm going to file suit.
Hold on. Citizenship needs to be verified.
Yeah.
I need you guys to do so I have no agents check.
Yeah, no, you want to run that dog in here.
It's going to hold traffic. Please pull over to the right, all right?
That's what you want.
Okay. Just ahead of the sedan that's standing over there.
Okay.
Look at all this. You pay for this while the border is wide open and we're 98 miles inside the U.S. They want to make us sit here. But I put him on notice too. I told you, Richard. Here they come.
Boss, how many people you got on board?
Six American citizens.
You, sir? American citizen?
Yes, sir.
You, sir?
Yep.
You, ma'am?
Yes, I
Can you
am.
get the other three for me?
Just bring the kids up here. My whole issue is border checkpoints. One thing at the border, these things are unconstitutional, and I've.
Well, it's constituted by the Supreme Court, so we get immigration here.
But you got drug dogs. You're looking for drugs, is what you're
No,
doing.
we're not looking for drugs.
Really, what's the drug dog looking for?
It's for human odor and narcotics.
What's the drug dog looking for?
It's for human odor and narcotics.
Drugs.
Primary, mission, immigration.
Yeah. Well, I don't use the government's products. I'm the guy.
Are these your kids?
Yes, they're mine.
Step out right, just get a visual.
Yeah, come on, guys.
I need to get a visual of my children.
No,
as I
whatever.
travel across America with my children.
It's just whatever.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
Come on. They got to look at you.
They're terrified of you. They're terrified of you. This is what you're doing to our country.
Come here, sweetie.
You make it so that our kids are scared to go across the country and go on a little vacation.
You guys are free to leave.
Well, thank you for now.
We are free. We are free. We're born free and we remain free regardless of what you're doing to our constitutional rights.
Do automatic or manual?
This is not constitutional
Do what?
and this is not right.
It'll close. Thank you. What bothers me is there have been indictments before and criminal investigations of insider trading, of all sorts of impropriety going on. Massive illegal lobbying has gone on in Bilderberg for weapons deals, energy companies, you name it. And you'll not just have the 140 attendees or so, you'll have 30 to 50 or even more secret attendees. That's why they cover their faces up. Government ministers, regulators, heads of the EU, antitrust, meeting with Google, meeting with Microsoft, meeting with individual men that are worth 50, 60, 70 billion dollars. And that's why you've got the police from 4 different constabularies here just minutes ago saying we need to move off and don't even shoot video here, and that we're not even allowed to be here 20 feet off the sidewalk because they're afraid of what will be done to them and their careers if they don't properly curtsy to the global organized mafia that's meeting 500 to 600 yards away with an iron fence paid for by taxpayers. So here we are, British citizens, American citizens, others, we all have a stake in knowing what's happening there because leaders from my government, leaders from the UK, they're all in there deciding all sorts of deals like not paying taxes. Most of the men and women in there pay almost zero tax because they've written the tax laws. They have influenced them. So somebody like myself who's middle class, I pay 40% federal tax, over 65% total taxes. Most of these guys, they've had mainstream news articles, pay less than 10% tax of any form. And that's what's going on is tax avoidance meetings with federal regulators of the EU, the UK, and the United States. And it is outrageous that this is happening.
But what, aren't you just a conspiracy theorist? Isn't this just crazy conspiracy theory?
You're right, I'm a conspiracy theorist that there's a major scandal in the UK right now with 3 members of parliament resigning over illegal lobbying and allegations of that. And you're right, there's no Bilderberg meeting. I mean, they've said for 50 years this doesn't exist. They said for 30 plus years when reporters were exposing in the US, it didn't exist. I have been there with the Secret Service aiming MP5 machine guns at me to try to scare me on video. And the New York Times says it doesn't exist when I have high-def footage. Okay, with Marines on the roof with rocket launchers and anti-aircraft missiles in case somebody tries to fly a plane into it. They've probably got anti-aircraft missiles in there right now. They've got a no-fly zone over this deal.
Aren't you just basically over the top? I mean, isn't this basically wealthy people playing a lot of golf, drinking a lot of wine, and having a nice meal?
Okay, well, even if it is just wealthy people playing golf, having a nice meal, why is there a taxpayer paid for iron fence up there? Why are there police here? No, we have the minutes of Bilderberg out of the National Archives given to myself and others, the leaks. We have the indictments back in the 70s. We have the new WikiLeaks documents where Henry Kissinger says, the illegal we do immediately. The unconstitutional takes longer. It's more of a Schwarzenegger type accent, but that's what's going on. We know. It's not our opinion. And the idea that it's a conspiracy theory that royalty and the heads of state and robber barons meet in secret to scheme, the idea that that doesn't exist is a complete and total fraud.
Do these people meet together all the time? I mean, this happens to be the one with pay a nice hotel. These people have meetings all the time.
Here's the...
At least we know who's meeting and where they're meeting.
Do you know why we know? Do you know why where they're meeting and how? Until about a decade ago, they wouldn't release the list. They wouldn't talk about their so-called agenda because people said it didn't exist. In the United States, they still say this doesn't even exist. Now it's like, Alex, you've proven it exists. Aren't you discredited? This is all a conspiracy theory. We know that there are powerful people who are going to be attending this, like Queen Beatrix and her son and others, whose wealth is a state secret. And it's come out and been leaked that a lot of that is taxpayer funded. You've got people that are worth hundreds of billions of dollars who want more taxpayer money and expect all the police to come out here and serve them on a silver platter
while EU, UK, and American taxpayers bail them out for trillions of dollars from the derivatives banking scandal. I got documents out of Bilderberg 2006 where they were openly planning to implode the U.S. housing market to create a crisis and then demand banker bailouts. This is a global mafia. Doesn't mean everybody there is a criminal, but undoubtedly this is one of the most important globalist secretive meetings ever. Now it's been exposed, and that's what's important.
So you are not being crazy.
You know what? I have been here alone covering this with no mainstream media, and so first I was crazy it didn't exist. Now it exists, but I'm crazy to cover it. And so if I'm crazy like a fox. Is that it? We're crazy.
Doesn't exist.
Hey! I want to say something else. I want to say something else for the viewers out there. I want you all to get this. If you had 125 Hollywood stars meeting in secret in there, you would have helicopters flying all around. But you've got world leaders meeting in secret. I mean, they cover Davos. They cover G20. This is basically a secret Davos G20 meeting. And I'm crazy. Now, notice the BBC turned off, and here come the cops.
Yeah, thank you.
What was that, sir? Go ahead and tell me. Come on, Watson.
That's absolutely fine. Had you interview with BBC?
Yes, we did.
Okay. You can ask us to move on.
Okay, and then where would you like us to move?
Down the road?
Down the road to where?
Anywhere that's not covered by the restrictions.
Can you tell us what's covered by the restrictions? Come on in here, Watson.
Certainly this side of the road and this grass area here.
And then we're supposed to be. When are we supposed to be let into the free speech zone?
Tomorrow morning, I think it's about 8 o'clock.
And how close does it come to the road so we can take photos of the gangsters?
Well, see that fence in there? That's where you're going to be the edge of your space.
Is that the edge of the road?
You need to speak to the protest liaison officer that's been dealing with you.
Sure. Where is the protest liaison officer?
I'll get him to meet you down there.
What is your name, sir?
Darren Wood.
Can I shake your hand?
Yeah.
Darren, nice to meet you. Hey,
Nice to meet you.
I just want to give you the news because I actually read it in the Financial Times. In about 5 years, your whole pension's gone. No amount of tax raises will get it. You've all been robbed by these people.
Okay.
Remember, they've stolen all your money on purpose to impoverish you. So just remember that.
Thanks very much.
Just remember.
All right.
Just remember.
Thanks a lot.
You bet. Enjoy it.
Thanks, guys.
You bet. There you go. Folks, the police are here saying don't videotape this because they have no power. The Bilderberg group has no power.
I know.
They have no power. They've already taken all the public funds in the U.S.
Everyone needs to just move back.
That's right.
43-year-old man, Shane's all in perfect shape, looks like a badass. I look like Bob's big boy. So,
Looking good, buddy.